What's going on, guys? Supposed to talk to you back again with my WWE Fastlane 2021 review, the first one on the Peacock Network, and a lot of people know they had problems with it. Was it, with the 2 minute delay and stuff, and they couldn't rewind and whatever. But I thought the stream was okay. I didn't think it was that bad. Apart from I did have a bit of lagging on my end. But we started off with the this whole pay-per-view, which I wasn't even interested in, to be honest. Going into it, I was really very much lackluster. I didn't care about it. It was very much weird and very unnecessary. But obviously WWE, they have to have we have to test it out. We have to test out this new network instead of waiting till WrestleMania. But we started off with first match tonight. It was Bianca and Sasha versus Nia and Shayna. I didn't really see most of this match, but I know that Shayna and Bianca won. Shayna and Nia won. Because obviously Sasha Banks was bitch slapping Bianca, and if I was Bianca, slap her ass, because if that was in a real fight, Bianca Belair would actually fucking kick Sasha Banks' ass. But Bianca gets the win. Then we have Big E versus Apollo for the IC title. This is a really good built-up match. You had here's that you've been building, like the build of the match was great, but the finish was just bad. I didn't care about it. You could have had maybe a DQ finish, but Big E has the win. Then we have a segment backstage where Matt Riddle's talking about scooters and shit, and Nakamura. And then we actually get to Nakamura, Seth Rollins. This was a solid match, but why didn't Nakamura have to put over Seth Rollins? The ratings killer, Seth Rollins. Yes, I'm in a different setup of guys as well. He's a ratings killer. Why did you have to put him over? And yeah, you botched the finish of the match. Like they had it was a decent match, but I didn't care. I don't care for Seth Rollins right now in WWE. Why did you rush him back for WrestleMania? Couldn't you? I fought for like Survivor Series. Like, he was gonna keep him away from TV till at least after WrestleMania. But it goes like, no, we're gonna bring him back as a heel, turn him face. Like, this heel turn that's been done. Turn him face, because this heel turn is finished. Then we had the next match. It was Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Best match of the night. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. In my opinion, the MVP match of the night. A lot of brawling around the arena. Sheamus, and this should have been a WrestleMania match. In my opinion, following match should have been at WrestleMania. Like, this really had WrestleMania written all over it. The story, the video package, everything was pointing to WrestleMania, but you put it on Fastlane. A lot of this WrestleMania card really does need rebooking and really rethink. Why is Sheamus and Drew on a B-show pay-per-view when it should be actually on the main card, which I thought they was going to do this year at WrestleMania, when they have that 20-year friendship, they've grown up in the business together, and they finally made it as world champions, winning Royal Rumbles and stuff like that. They have a great story, but you want to waste it on Fastlane? You want to waste it on fucking Fastlane when it should be on WrestleMania. Then we have the intergender match with Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss. It was what it was. It wasn't even a match. We knew it was going to be, the Fiend was going to come back. I'm loving the Fiend's new attire. I know people online are like, oh, it sucks, whatever. I think the attire is fucking badass, and I like it. Then we had basically Alexa go over, and all people are triggered over Alexa Bliss is sitting on Randy Orton, and his wife triggered and this shit. I'm like, it's storyline, and in storyline it makes sense. So yeah, Alexa goes over. Then we get to the main event. Our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is gonna put this entitled son of a bitch, Daniel Bryan, down once for all, which we think. But this whole booking decision, we have Edge at ringside. He's scouting his WrestleMania opponent, which is going to be our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. But the ref takes a bump, and then Edge sets him up, and then Jey Uso, he's basically trying to mess up the finish, and he's fucking attacking everybody else. Then it's all a clusterfuck, and then people saying Roman tap. Our tribal chief did not tap. He was just, because the arena was very hot. The aircon wasn't working at the arena, so he was like, so that's why he did not tap. He was just getting air, and Roman got the win. He found a way, and now this is like today, as I'm recording on a Monday. I'm hearing from Meltzer that it's going to be a triple threat. So just after that match, what he's going to decide if it's going to be Bryan or Reigns going against Edge. You're still going to have a triple threat match. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is just lazy booking from the WWE. Here you have Roman Reigns, Edge. It writes itself. You have Edge, who's been away for 10 years, nearly 10 years, he came back last year at the Royal Rumble. He wins the Rumble this year. Here's Roman Reigns, who's got this new heel character as a tribal chief, who's actually doing the best work he's ever done in his career on the main roster. And these two guys have great might work together, and even if you put Bryan in there as well, and then you want to just put Bryan in there so you don't want to have Edge eat the defeat. What does that do for anybody? Like, give Edge the L. Like, why do you want to go the lazy route of having Edge having this triple threat? Because the future be Roman Reigns, Edge, and Roman Reigns goes over and beats Edge clean. Not this whole bullshit of let's do a triple threat, let's do this shit, because ultimately the guy that's actually not relevant in the match, Daniel Bryan, is going to take the pin and actually get the L. Like, let Edge take the L. And then that's how you book the show. Like, why are you adding Bryan to this match? But that's my review, guys, for WWE Elimination Chamber. Leave your guys' thoughts in the comments, guys. Peace.